I'm sorry. You know what turns me on is a good back.
A big booty.
Good ass. Really?
Yes, you have to dale una nalgada.
Okay. I like a quick-witted brain.
I know what you
sexual. I see you.
Yeah.
Now for me, I like a thick, juicy vein.
Ooh. Wait, where, babe? Where?
I mean, the arm.
Okay.
What about the feet?
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay, there's a lot to talk about there with both of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about what turns us on. The sexual response cycle. All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
All right, welcome to the Nightcap. I'm Carolina Sanchez, and we are having a ladies' night because we're going to look at things from a female perspective today. We've got Bevin Biggers back in the building. Hey, girl.
Hey. Great to have me.
Yes. I mean, you were the inspiration for tonight's show with your new book, Aphro. A cocktail book based on the sexual response cycle, which, full disclosure, I don't know anything about, but we're going to dive into. All right, next to Bevin, we've got Shelby Calloway back. Hi. Hey, girl.
Hey. To be back.
Cheers. Next, we've got Lydia Arlene. Hey, girl.
Hey, happy to be back.
Cheers, cheers.
And across the way, Dr. Viviana Coles, our favorite sex therapist and
Thank you.
relationship therapist, here to set us straight. All right, ladies. Y'all know anything about the sexual response cycle? Looking at you
I
two.
do not know anything about that, so I'm very intrigued.
But hopefully you've experienced it several times over.
Please.
Yeah,
Shelby?
probably. I like to learn.
Okay, me too.
So.
All right, all I know is that the very first one has to do with getting turned on, maybe?
It's desire.
Desire.
Like that first, who is that? Right? Then it's arousal, and then it's like, oh wait, I'm turned on. Now we're doing some things.
Ooh. Feeling some things.
Yeah, we in there like swimwear. Then it's orgasm, which we all need to experience. That's very important.
Very
Which
important.
So many people
Very
don't.
important.
That's why I have a chapter in here called the orgasm conversation. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Then there's resolution. This is after the orgasm. This is the cool down period. This is the let's cuddle. Let me make you a salad or something. Let's lay down and drink some water, some Gatorade, and just look at the ceiling fan.
Rehydrate.
Smoke a cigarette or something. Yeah.
Or whatever you do.
Okay, we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about it, but let's start with the desire.
Yes.
So, what are we looking for
So
here?
for a lot of partners, what you want to do during that is to really get your brain, which is the largest sex organ, engaged in whatever's to come.
I'm so sorry. She said the largest
Your sex organ.
Yes, it is. It's not between your legs, it's between your ears.
Tell us more, girl.
Yes. So the brain is what really sets things off, whether you realize it or not. And our thoughts and our fantasies, that's why I created My Vivid Fantasy. It's all about getting your brain going and engaged so that your body can follow. A lot of people don't realize that there's a huge connection that sometimes is easy to access, and for others maybe not so much, but that mind-body connection is so important. And desire can really help to get things kicked off with the sexual response cycle. For the longest time, there were some issues and people were not recognizing desire as that first phase. But thankfully, we know better. Desire is so important. And if you're struggling with that, get the help that you need.
Absolutely.
Okay, we don't struggle with desire here.
Oh no, I need to turn my desire off. Boy, that's why I came in here all like, oh, I'm just hot all the time. Oh, that's why.
But if you're mad, you know, like when a man like tries to start something, but you just did the dishes and the laundry and you cooked dinner, and now I'm all overstimulated.
Yeah, you want to decompress.
But not in a good way. You know, you
Yeah.
gotta preheat. Like
What's that connection? Well, it also comes with the emotional part as well when you say the brain and the desire.
Right.
'Cause
So
it's like-
having a really nice emotional connection with your partner will typically help you to feel more vulnerable, more safe, more secure to be able to do all those physical things. And that just isn't always the case. If you just had an argument, if you're angry, if you're feeling, you might literally feel tension. And now some people would say you need the release that comes from going through and having that orgasm. But going back to desire, don't assume that just because somebody is initiating that they're ready. Especially women, we take at least 20 minutes longer to warm up, to preheat, and desire can be a big part of that.
I'm an oven, okay?
Yeah, that's always on. I can't imagine your energy bill, girl.
You know, it's just because, you know,
Her electric bill.
you know, I've been out there, you know, talking to a certain someone, and like just everything they do just
It turns you on.
spikes. Jeez Louise.
Now you mentioned that you like when they worship your feet.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Feet men, not the weird ones.
So is that considered arousal or is that desire?
Well, it depends on if you're anticipating what it's going to feel like. That can go from desire straight into arousal. Arousal includes stimulation, and that can be mental or physical. If you're going to get like very biological about it, it's going to be more the physical. But not everybody needs to have physical stimulation to orgasm. So that's a whole other thing.
I've experienced that when I was on some, what do you call it, edibles.
Oh.
Really?
It's only happened one time in my life, a
Shortcut.
few times. I was like, yo, what's going on up in here?
It's a shortcut. Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
And I don't know what strain it was. And I don't think that I want to go and try and figure it out, but it was
I think
great.
there's a movie that actually
out.
says that you can actually like really focus and have an orgasm without like physical touch.
It just felt like
But I
pure
can't remember
euphoria.
what movie is.
So that's why your brain is so important and is so powerful. And it can work against you too. And for a lot of us who are thinking about all the to-do list and the checklist and the stressors and all that, it can be very difficult. But certainly your partner can help by relaxing you, by helping you take some of those things off of your to-do list. Check, check, check.
And if it's not doing that, kick him away.
All right, listen, fellas, if your woman's looking at you, go handle some of them dishes, but come right back, because after the break, we're going to talk about our desires. Be right back. We've got every episode of The Nightcap, and we can go for hours. Download the Fox Local app on any of the following smart TV platforms and get in on the fun. Welcome back to The Nightcap. We're having a girls' night where we're talking about the sexual response cycle, but specifically the desire portion. We've got Bevin, Shelby, Lydia, and Dr. Viviana. Okay, so it's a lot of what's happening between the ears. So knowing this, ladies, I know we did a skit at the top of the show, but what are your actual turn-ons?
I was for real. I like a juicy, veiny arm.
Like that definitely catches your eye.
And I love a man who likes to suck my toes. You know, it's
I've experienced that before, and it's not a different type of arousal. It's almost like I almost feel like when they do that, it's like really love in a
Like
certain
intimate.
way. Like
so,
intimate,
feet are so
romantic.
sensitive, and I feel like
Yeah.
it's like sending messages to other parts of my body. Like it just shoots up my arm.
Do the pedicure people know this?
You know what?
Do you get pedicures with your men? Because I love.
I don't do the thing under because I am ticklish. But when somebody has my foot in their mouth, it's not ticklish at all. It's something else.
Because your mindset is somewhere else. It's all about context. Yeah. Very important.
I mean, I like a manly man, you know, change a tire, you know, work some wood, real wood,
chopping
with nails and like a manly man. You know?
Oh, good jawline. A good jawline.
Yeah, backwards hat.
Like, I like a muscular man. Like, it's just like, yes, that male energy.
But see, I like manly men, right? Manly man, whatever you want to say it, however you say it. But I like the ones that are very secure in themselves.
Yes,
I want to go out to a bar and they're like, don't give me that cup. Give me a manly cup.
Oh, yeah.
That's a turn off.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
I like the man
insecure, not a insecure man.
I like the man who's like, give me that mango frozen margarita with the umbrella and like all the gummy bears.
Knows what he likes, isn't afraid to go for it, and hopefully it translates in the bedroom. Desire really does start with you anticipating what you want pleasure to feel like, relaxing your body, getting your breath work, even looking forward to pleasing someone else and what it's going to feel like for them. And what I'll say is, for a lot of women, they will just go into themselves if they're not really feeling it to get to a place where they can get more lubricated, get more into it, especially if their partners are not preheating the oven and just sticking the pizza in. So
like feeling safe. I think also on a serious note, when you have a partner that just makes you feel safe emotionally.
This is a thing that women say often, that they want to feel safe with their partner. And I think when men hear something like that, they hear like, oh, I gotta protect her.
Yeah,
I gotta have the
some
gun
kind of
ready.
security.
How can we explain this particular notion of safety to men so that they understand that, like, this is what we actually need, and it's not you being our bodyguard?
So a lot of it is just, I use the word acceptance a lot. I want you to just accept that what we do in the bedroom,
That's us.
That's us. We're not going to talk about it with anyone else. And ladies, we need to be sure that that is the case. If you're going to say it, mean it. And that you can explore safely, that you can, you know, some women, they are moved to tears sometimes. They don't want to have to worry that their partner is going to misinterpret it, or at least ask, are you okay? But I mean, there's so many things that our bodies do that are part of play, and it can feel out of control, but that's like a really good thing, to feel like you can be out of control and not have to worry about your emotional or physical safety with a partner. That's why there have to be often, to have a really nice, pleasurable experience, lots of conversations, lots of boundary setting. Saying what's okay, what isn't okay can be very much a part of like the turn on, anticipation, you know, foreplay.
All right.
So it's all related.
It's all related.
It's all related.
A lot of
counts.
foreplay. Yes.
All right, well, we gotta continue on through this cycle and talk about Aphro. So coming up next, we're gonna dive into the book. You stay right there. We'll be right back. We've got every episode of The Nightcap, and we can go for hours. Download the Fox Local app on any of the following smart TV platforms and get in on the fun. Welcome back to The Nightcap. We've been talking about the sexual response cycle, starting with just phase 1, Desire. And it's brought on by this wonderful new book by Bevin Biggers, Aphro, which is a cocktail book based on the sexual response cycle, which we're learning about today. And baby, and if you follow Bevin, you know this woman is a visual artist with herself. Hot. And she takes us through 4 of the phases, darling. Through each cycle, and a cocktail, or actually more cocktails, several cocktails per.
Yeah, there's 20 cocktails, 5 in each phase, and so you'll get this narrative, then you'll get a cocktail. So basically in the book, well, number 1, this is a real cocktail book, even though it's kind of freaky.
La Bestia.
La Bestia.
Yeah, which is what we've been enjoying.
Cheers, she drank all
that.
her.
Shelby done ran out. And because there's so much in here, she's limited to the 1, darling.
Unfortunately.
It's okay.
The cool thing is Aphro, it's short for Aphrodisiac, based on the sexual response cycle. And basically this is a cocktail book through and through, but we have a narrative. So in the first chapter, you'll see me and a gentleman, and it goes through the phases with the cocktail. So you see me, him,
and
you're
him
like,
in the
who's
back.
this man?
So it tells a story still.
Yeah,
Yes.
so there's a story. So in each cycle, you'll see what these things represent: the desire, the arousal, the orgasm.
So Bevin, I mean, you've always been very open about your sexuality. And obviously you are trained in this industry and you have a love for crafting cocktails. How did you come up with this idea?
So, you know, we had some conversation a little bit earlier. I had a lot of different issues with my relationship with sex, but later on, when I was able to be grown and free in college, I started to dip into the kink world, and then I was bartending. Then I happened to go to Museum of Sex while doing the kink stuff, and I said, oh, baby, I like their installations, I love their bar, I love their concept, and I would like to put the 2 things that I'm very interested in, bartending and sex, together. And so this is like a 10, 11-year-old concept. I basically made all these fake little menus years ago where it had the aphrodisiacs with the liquor, and then I would separate it based on the sexual response cycle. And I said, if I own a bar, I'm going to make a bar just like this. And then I just made it into a book first, so who knows what's coming next.
I love
The
that she
book
said
is-
first.
Yes, the book is very sensual. I love it. It really does put you in the mood. It gets that desire going, and I'm sure the aphrodisiacs, when you're in the right mindset, they can do wonders.
Yeah. I mean, even just like having these bubbles like on top of the cocktails, just
Because
like
you
a
know
little,
you can do a little
Yep.
situation.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So
She knows what she's
She
doing.
knows. All right, so you obviously did a lot of research into looking up these 4 different phases, which Shelby,
This is the first time I've ever heard of this, so I'm very intrigued, and I'm like, I want that book.
But if you've had sex,
hopefully you've gone through all
you've
of
gone
the
through the
phases.
cycle.
Yeah.
Right?
But knowing like I'm a science by study, so like a scientist by study, so like knowing the behinds and what it gets to there and like understanding it, I feel like when you understand something, you get much more about it.
Yeah.
So that's the scientist.
Awareness can really help to get those conversations going. As a certified sex therapist, one of the things that we do is when someone's experiencing a sexual dysfunction, we kind of have to figure out where in the cycle they're experiencing that dysfunction. Because just like with any cycle, when you're trying to disrupt it, it's important to know where you are. So it should be an experience. It should be kind of a whole world experience anytime. There's room for quickies, you know.
Of course.
They're necessary.
But I feel like if we're feeling safe with our partner,
we can do that.
we can lubricate for it really easily.
But I do think that a lot of times,
You just went,
quickies are great. But I think a lot of times women, I do have a chapter in the book called The Orgasm Conversation. So basically I interviewed virtually, anonymously, a bunch of women. They answered some questions about orgasms, like have you ever had one, what's your relationship with sex, and I think what made me kind of sad, almost cry, was seeing some answers where they're like, well, I've never had one, I'm just a vessel and I'm probably not going to get one.
Oh, that is very sad.
Right? So in my 3rd chapter, there's no man in that one, it's just my face, because I want to make sure that the message that I'm sending is your pleasure is very important. You're not just giving to this man or this other person.
You're not just
You're having sex too. It's both of you guys' experience, and what I was reading was like, I'm just doing this, giving this to him, and he's just doing this thing to me.
Well, and I took a sneak peek at the book, and you have a whole section on vessels, and I love the play because this is a vessel, that is a vessel. I love how she took it and turned it into something that we can all...
just say glassware, but you know.
Yeah, we gonna call it a vessel.
It is a vessel.
Bevin knows what she's doing. All right, you stay right there. More on the Nightcap after the break. We've got every episode of the Nightcap, and we can go for hours. Download the Fox Local app on any of the following smart TV platforms and get in on the fun. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've explored the sexual response cycle thanks to the inspiration of Aphro by Bevin Biggers. Yay. All right, darling, we've learned a lot. I feel like I've got way more to explore.
Now I'm more intrigued. I want to know more.
Yeah, we're going to learn some more because I know she's got more in the works. Yay. But what have we been sipping on? Because obviously you and Shelby got a refill already.
I had to do a refill, man. Hold on, let's clack to that.
La Bestia.
This is La Bestia. So this is
so
the Desire chapter. This is one of the first one. It's a very easy cocktail. So I have Don Benedictine in this. This is a yellow chartreuse substitute. Mm-hmm. It might be a little hard, you guys, to get yellow chartreuse, but if you can, do that one.
You know a guy who knows a guy.
Okay. Aperol, dry carousel, some lemon juice. It's delicious, very summery. And then we have these stabilized Luxardo rose water bubbles that I use with so this is not egg white or foam. This is sunflower lecithin that makes these like airy bubbles. So we call these airs.
So good.
I love it.
So good.
So,
it's
yeah,
I feel like there needs to be the resolution so we can move on to the rest of our nights with our partners.
Well, I feel like we got to bring this book home.
Yes.
So, Bevin, where can we purchase so that we learn how to make these cocktails and have these conversations?
Well, because I'm a control freak, you can buy the book from my website, ohbevin.com. You can get it there, and it's shipped to you.
Hold on. Which camera does she need to look at? Look at this one over here.
This one?
4 has her and her Bic.
Oh, right here. Wait, what am I looking at, though? This? No, right here.
We'll let Ernie decide. Yeah, 4. All right.
I was kind of messing up a little bit
so,
earlier.
But you look gorgeous. Look at that shot.
Okay, so, but where can people get the book?
So you can get my book, Aphro, at obevin.com. So that's OHBEVIN.com. I am running low, so get it now.
That is where she's
like literally like today.
What do you mean? Isn't that where she was looking? Are you looking at 2?
Am I supposed to wait, which one?
Oh, this camera
So
back
okay,
here.
so I look here. Didn't know. I was looking at myself.
All right, 3rd time's the charm. All right, babe. Here we go. 3, 2. Okay, so where can people get the book?
So you can get my book at obevin.com, OHBEVIN.com, because I'm a control freak, okay? So I'll know it's you. But that's where you can get it, and you can also follow me on Instagram at obevin, OHBEVIN, for all of my updates for panel talks, events, and different things of that nature for the future, because I'll continue.
Yeah.
Cheers! Cheers, cheers, cheers.
All right, we're gonna own our cycles, ladies. Not our menstrual cycles, our sexual response cycles. All right, listen, I hope you learned a lot today. I hope you get your book. I hope you're inspired to make a delicious cocktail. Cheers to you. We'll see you guys next time.
Cheers.